Classic clip. Quote and a clip combined together become a quip, which is already a word, so whoops. Hopefully in 200 years wow, it just randomly decided hopefully in 200 years time the entire world will be Russia. That is the quote that the bot has chosen, even though it's like such a recent one. You know why? The bot knows the power of Russia. The bot knows that Russia good. Well, if there was a big would have been spent during South Africa. Thanks, bot. Thanks for that one. I feel like probably we don't need too many of these. I might just link these up with a bit of concrete wall or something. Or maybe not concrete wall. Or maybe. Oh. Hussein über alles. Das klingt echt nicht gut. Das klingt. That's a woman's job. We were playing Medieval Dynasty when I said that, so that's understandable. It probably was a woman's job. I mean, some things are. I don't know what we can do here. It's like kind of put some like random bits down here. Help make it look like there's some kind of purpose to this shit, which is just here to cover the fact that there's problems with stuff clipping into each other otherwise. Oh shit, that's not the right one. It does really seem like it. I should make it symmetrical. Or maybe I should make it not at all symmetrical. I don't like that on there. Do I like that even? Not really, but better than nothing. Hast du verschwundet? Verschwundet. That's not even to me. Okay, so we can do another one of these. Bad boys. In there, maybe? I see. Maybe not. Maybe just at the end we can hold it up with something. But not in the middle. Who's your Netherlands? Right. Not good. Niet goed. I'm very out of practice with it. I haven't used Dutch in a long time, really. I mean, I never really used it much, but I haven't like practiced it at all in quite some time.
Smoke
So
weed every day.
it speaking of the Dutch, oh, I like that because this makes this look kind of like a gutter, doesn't it? Which is a sensible thing to exist here. Oh, hang on. We don't want these to be moved because they're in line with the ones below. This needs to be lowered slightly. It didn't matter on the other one because it wasn't visible, but in this one it does matter. I guess it doesn't actually need to be in line with the one over there, does it? Do it like that or something. It's like close enough to being in line with it that you wouldn't notice just from eyeballing it. You do notice for this bit here though. So I just don't like how this bit sticks out beyond the edge. Oh, that's great. I can actually move these as one. Just shorten that boy a little bit. Oh, fuck me. Oh man, yesterday I completely forgot. I got a great story. Wow. I don't know if I can say it's a great story. I got a story, which I think is pretty great. Op dies Moment denke ich, dass mein Nederlands beter dan mein Deutsch is. Dutch would be helpful in WA though, for when you want to talk to the 17th century. True. Very true. Heb dat geschrieben zonder Google Translate gebruikt. Mind you, from what I understand, from ghost hunting shows, all ghosts speak English. Yeah, well, all ghosts are Victorian, little Victorian girls, right? I'm pretty sure every ghost ever, all the ghosts throughout all history were all created in Victorian times. That's what I understand from people who believe in ghosts. Wait. Where do they take place? In Australia? They've probably got one in Australia. They're super. They're so so cheap to produce, right? You just send some people with a camera, at like maybe a thermal camera or something as well. Some whatever vaguely scientific apparatus you can find, and then you just use it wrong and pretend that you're finding evidence of ghosts with it, and you act all surprised and scared, and pretend you can hear voices, whatever dumb stuff these ghost hunters do. I know it's probably not clear by the way I talk about it with my very impartial way of saying things, but I think ghost hunting shows are a load of truth. 100% true. Definitely. I highly doubt that most of the people who like do these shows actually believe in any of this bullshit. It's just like, all these psychics and mediums and stuff. Like, how could they possibly believe in it when they know what they're doing, right? They know they're just cold reading and stuff. But maybe they've been doing it so long, lying for so long that they believe their own lies, and they really do think they have magic powers, and that ghosts would want to talk to them for some reason. Do you think it's just like a coping thing for like people with just no real friends, so they have to like have imaginary friends, but because they're not young children, they're not allowed to have imaginary friends, so they have to make up ghosts to be their imaginary friends? Do you think that's got anything to do with it? Mediums are another real Victorian thing, aren't they? I mean, I say Victorian, like the modern medium at least is a Victorian thing. But it's just that all these things got their... the Victorians gave a lot of old like folklore and mythological things that were already around. They gave them an update with a veneer of science behind them and stuff like that, because they were living in the predecessor of our modern world, like a world that was beginning to become rational. And so they rationalized, or came up with rationalizations for a lot of things which they believed anyway, but they were all like older things. It's just that they were really into them. I don't know what's going on this side. One of the episodes was at a haunted beach. Haunted beach. A haunted beach. That's a new one. I haven't heard of the idea of a haunted beach before, but that's fun. Just a good excuse to go to the beach, I suppose. You camped on this haunted beach. Mediums. What a load of bullshit. Cool story about the beach. Watipu. Massive shipwreck there, and the beach has loads of sailors buried in the sand. That's cool. Well, I mean, it's not cool for the sailors, but it's a cool story. It's fun. Probably pretty uncool for the sailors that they died in a shipwreck and were buried in the sand. I would imagine they're not super huge fans of having died. We'll have to get a medium into us then. We have to just continue this all the way along. Maybe it's for the best actually to continue it all the way along. On our 5-degree turn. Boop. Then we'll put this back to 90. There's a famous medium in Brazil who called himself João de Deus. De Deus, wow. It's alright, he doesn't have a big head or anything. He's not an arrogant guy, he just thinks he's a man of God. Was recently sent to prison for multiple counts of sexual assault. He had a sex cult. That sounds pretty par for the course for these kind of people. If you're willing to lie to people, like, the thing with mediums as well is they prey on the most vulnerable people, don't they? They prey on, like, usually people who are in grief. Like, the most common person to go to see a medium is somebody who is grieving a loved one and unable to accept that they're gone, and they want to, you know, finish their unfinished business with them or whatever. And then some charlatan is more than happy to take their money and say, oh yes, I'm in contact with your dead husband or whatever. Yes, give me your money. Oh yes, your dead husband really wants you to give me more money. And he wants you to fuck me. Oh, weird that. I mean, I'm not into it, but if your dead husband really wants that, was he a bit of a kinky guy, I guess? Was he... I guess he was into cuckoldery. Not my place to judge. I'm just the medium. I'm just the guy just the guy bringing your spirit back so that you can obviously doing you a huge favor, so you owe me. Thanks. So something like that. Pretty sure that's how it goes. Make sure we're at like the right level. Oh, perfect. Kind of means we do need to lower the wall a little bit. Which means we need to lower this whole wall slightly. There we go. Yeah, mediums are just absolute scum of the earth, aren't they? Well, maybe not the worst scum of the earth. They're pretty bad. Pretty disgusting. Fun fact, I'm actually a medium. Only in clothing sizes. Not I don't do a lot of the fun sex cult stuff, sadly. I should get myself into like model trains or something. I feel like if I didn't play video games, I would just play with model trains. Because I feel like that's probably exactly like this, right? Just like making fun stuff. Making like detailed models of things. That's all I'm doing here, isn't it? Excessively detailed models. Fucking hell. Cuckoldery. Good old cuckoldery. Who doesn't like a bit of cuckoldery? I guess that's good. Humans are the worst, deliberately doing the most evil things. Yeah, it's not great. But once again, even... Oh, yes. Even then, I don't think I could... Well, I know I can't hold I can't even hold these people responsible for what their actions. I mean, I can, right? But I mean, they're not ultimately responsible for what they've done. In that, nobody is ultimately responsible because nobody actually chooses who they are. Even if you choose what you do, you don't choose who you are, and who you are decides what you do. Nobody has any say in who they are. So finally, finally, we're ready to create this. We have to go down even lower, actually. But this would be like a cool. What kind of animal could we have? What animals are even in the game? What animal is like? We need something relatively small. Probably a herbivore or an insectivore or something. We need something that can like. Oh, look at this guy. It's something that people can walk around with, right? We want like an interactive exhibit here where like these guys' tiny little head and their big big body, they look so silly. Oh, these guys look kind of dangerous. Which ones look like? I reckon these guys look alright for like something that you could just have people walking around with. The Protoceratops. Can we buy some Protoceratopses? Oh yeah, they're nice and small. Great. It's gonna be, yes, it is. It's gonna be a dino petting zoo. It's gonna be great because everyone's a product of something else. Precisely. Well, because everybody is the product of. I mean, oh, look at these guys moving around. Look at it. I love the animation stuff. There's a lot of attention to detail on the animations for the animals, isn't there? I think a normal person playing this game would just be paying attention to the animals and not doing all these buildings and stuff. So it makes sense they put a lot of effort in. They're so weird looking. Look at that like alien shape they have. I reckon these guys are a good size. Where's me where's me mans? That's a fine size for some like it's like the size of a big dog, right? Not even a huge dog. They're a bigger dog. So the line between dog and bear starts to get a little bit fuzzy when you get those really big ones, right? But I reckon, sure, it could kill a person, but we're gonna just assume that they're friendly, and we have the ability to create dinosaurs. Surely we have the ability to genetically engineer them in such a way that they'll be friendly or yeah, non-aggressive. impressive in it. I don't think we need that there. We are going to have a little railing on top of this. So now we got a new place where people come in and go, whoa, look at those guys. Oh my god, we can go down the world's longest ramp. And we can go pet them. And we'll also have in this exhibit, maybe, a place for, I don't know. A place for, the dudes to do the thing. God, I'm good at words, aren't I? A place for the cool underground idea, the cool tunnel idea. What? There we go. So if you come down this way, the only thing you're really coming down to see is this here. And look, if you're up here, you might look down, you'll see that, and you'll be like, oh, hang on. I want to go see that cool thing. It's a bit of a shame the roof is in the way a bit here. Maybe I don't want this extra bit of roof. I think I don't. Yeah, really. Oh. Yeah, it's better like that. Don't know what will go here. Maybe just a bit of a... It could just be a bit of a seating area here, maybe. You gotta have spots for people to sit down. Let's... guest facilities, I think. Just like, give them some... stone benches. What can we... Oh, look at this one. Fancy. It looks like some kind of like fantasy themed bench or something, you know? Oh, that's not too bad. I think we want to go for something, just something modern looking, like this or these. I do have those benches. Wait, I have the benches I made over here that I've already created. These ones. Let's put them here for now. Split them from the group. And put them over here. Oh, I pretty much nailed it in terms of the height. Great. I just wasn't quite happy with all the benches which do exist in the game, so I made my own ones with blackjack and hookers. I figure why not? Why not reuse them? Although, I think... Oh. Ah, I see, yes. I know what's happened. We're in different groups. I'm just going to make the cubes like a lighter color. I think a lighter color would look better here. Maybe even some kind of like... lime. The signature color of the stream. of my entire brand. They're in berry lime. That's my dream, to have a color named after me, berry lime, for just be lime, but it's called Barry lime instead of regular lime. There's no difference. There's no difference between it and regular lime. Just thinking of what things I could do to make this interesting here. Oh, that doesn't work. So we gotta have whatever. I think that's a bit more interesting, right? Fuck off! Erwischt auf 4K HDR. Oh, Trollhunter loves the HDR, right? Am I right? Am I remembering that correctly? Was it Trollhunter who was telling me about HDR? Maybe it was someone else. It's like it's not very well supported, right? Games support it pretty well. But games are very like, PC games are very very specialized, right? It's fairly niche. Like, even though lots of people do play games, most people who play games only play like mobile games and like console games and stuff. Like, actually having a gaming PC and playing like in, or hardcore games, I guess. Not that kind of hardcore. Come on, grow up. It's got to be like kind of rarer. Like a lot of people I know who play games, the main games they play are like sports games or something. Those horrible ones where it's like the same game released every year with like slightly different characters in it because they've come out with a new character in the real life sport. Oh god, it's all this coming in on my phone. Oh, it's almost the end of the thing. HDR, high definition resolution. I think HDR is high dynamic range. So like the whites are very white and the blacks are very black. Or the darks and lights, I guess. Not just the whites and blacks, but like the highlights and the shadows, I suppose, be another way to say that. Maybe a better way. We are going to need to do all the lighting in this place. I feel like that's something I'm just going to do after I've built everything. I like the idea of this place. What I might do, I might make another entrance to it over here. We've got a big flat area here with nothing really going on in it. So what I'm thinking is I'll cut out like a big gap in it. where I can build like stairs, ramps, and lifts to take people down. I'm not going to make another one of these. This took ages to do because for some reason I decided I needed a glass lift in a glass lift shaft, in a glass shaft, and also to make it circular. Like I made it really hard on myself this one. So I'll just do those other lifts that I've done elsewhere here. Maybe in the center of a spot with some stairs and things. I'll have that meet up with some more of this. And so the implication will be that entirely under this, the whole like lower floor of this place will all be this little exhibits, so you can go through and see. It's a shame that we don't have all the bits necessary. Maybe I could use like where are they in like, is it under signs? Oh, yeah, maybe I could use like these little things, like make them actual glass and make tiny little exhibits with like these little guys like as the dinosaurs in them, or like tiny dinosaurs in them or something. Can you do like a custom billboard in this? Can you load custom textures into it? That would be great. I could just get like AI to generate some textures of like, because they don't need to look good, they just need to be something. Because obviously it looks a bit weird having it just be opaque glass. Maybe if I do enough, like, if I have the little like information screens next to all of them telling you what's in them and like have enough variation to it, spruce it up a bit, then it will look fine and we won't need, like, the opaque glass will still work. But yeah, this will continue on. Down. This way. Cool, cool, cool. Oop. Boom, 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 boom. It's gonna be long, isn't it? It's fine. More space for these cool little insects and shit, which people are definitely gonna want to see in a dinosaur park. Why wouldn't you come to a dinosaur park and look at the frog exhibit? Wait, if it's like Jurassic Park, then we could have the frogs that we use the DNA from in here. Because wasn't that the story in Jurassic Park, that they used frog DNA? They like spliced the dinosaur DNA with frog DNA somehow to make the dinosaurs. I'll be honest, I don't think the science in those movies was quite realistic. But then it wasn't really the point, was it? The point was dinosaurs are cool. It's basically, there's a plot summary of every single Jurassic Park movie. Dinosaurs are cool. That's the entire plot. More or less. Every other bit of the plot is just an excuse to have dinosaurs be cool. Yeah, this pit will be good. If I... what's it? Oh, it's 5+1. Okay, well, we're not going to do this today then. Maybe I'll do a bit of work on it off stream between this stream and tomorrow, but I don't know if I will. It's I'm working late tonight. Well, much later than usual. So, don't know if I'll end up having time. Alright, let's save. You were waiting for something about the water. They're turning the frog DNA gay. They're putting brontosauruses in the water to make the frog DNA gay. Is that what we were looking for? There you go. Have I platted Liechtenstein? Have I? Yeah, I have. It was, for as you can imagine, it was a real challenge. Such a huge country with such varied. Yeah, I meant to be finishing. This game's addictive. Man, we're gonna hit 100 hours in this park tomorrow. That'll be fun. And so what is my vision for this park? I've done like this much of it, and my vision is this big. It's gonna take 1,000 hours. I don't know if I should actually do that. It used to be really precise to 25k. True. I've got a bit of an eye for detail, I think. I think I'm good at being precise sometimes. When I want to be. No, stop doing stuff. You never got to see me play Liechtenstein. Oh, true. Next time we do GeoGuessr, and you're here, remind me. Next time we're in GeoGuessr, and I'll do it. They're not bad for 10 years old. Giggity, giggity, giggity. That is inappropriate. Disgusting. Lots of patience. I think I got that. Not always. I think generally when I've got a lot of patience. I mean, I must have a reasonable amount of patience to the amount of like time and effort I've put into this stuff. Like how many hours? It must have taken me 10 hours to build the roof of this thing. Probably more. Maybe not. But in the end, it's God. I really like the view here when you come in here and just like in the front door. I feel like it's worked out great. I don't really plan a lot of this stuff usually. I just kind of do things and see how it works out. Probably if I plan things, they'd end up looking better, but I think it looks fine anyway. I play it off stream without talking to anyone. Yeah, usually when I play off stream, I got like a podcast on or some video playing on the other screen or something like that. Just talking to myself. You get so bored. It's building games. Yeah, fair enough. I think most people. I think that's probably the normal way to be. I think most people wouldn't do what I do in this game. I don't think there's anything particularly impressive about being finding this interesting, finding it fun. Just something I happen to enjoy, right? You respect it. Well, thanks. Anyway, I better finish up. I gotta go have lunch. So thanks for watching. And see you tomorrow, hopefully, for more of this. Otherwise, maybe see you on Friday for GeoGuessr. Take care.